Hi friends, welcome to Aishu's DIY. This is a video. I'm going to do a bracelet in this video, and these items, these findings are from nbeats.com, and I just recently, a week ago, I did an unboxing video for you guys, and then I showed you guys this one, which has 4 loops in the back, and you can use this for necklaces, for bracelets. I'm going to make a bracelet today, and it's going to be a very easy bracelet, and it's a stretch bracelet. I'm going to use this 4mm bicone crystals from my stash. I have a different color I have multiple colors of these bicones in my stash, and I chose this crystal color for to go with this black beautiful findings with stones, right? So then I need a stretch magic. You can use stretch magic. I'm using this brand. It's crystalline color and it's transparent, and it's 1 mm thickness, right? 1 mm thickness. And I have here that one. Then also you need glue. You can use GS Hypo cement or any bead stringing glue you have. I'm having the Beadalon bead stringing glue. So for this, there is 4 loops in this, so I'm going to do it as 2 strands. So how I'm going to thread is, first I'm going to cut my stretch magic. Normally I will not cut my stretch magic. I will just use it with the spool so that I don't have to pre-measure what I want. So I have a 7-inch wrist. So if I'm having a 7-inch wrist for the knotting purposes and stuff, I need at least 10.5 inches. 10.5 inches is my ideal size. So I'm just going to cut it there so that I can do the 2 strands. You can cut the 2 strips also, but I would leave the next one uncut. And what I'm going to do is going to keep the one that I cut aside for now, and then take the one with the spool right here and pick up a bicone or 2 bicones, okay, and then add one of these findings. So there is 2 loops here. I'm thinking of going on both the loops, but this will put a gap here. Can you see that? So if you want, you can add a bead right there. Instead of showing the stretch magic, you can add a bead right there. So you can actually thread into one of the loop, then add a bead and thread into the other. But for me, I feel that it's okay to actually do this because it looks really nice in the back as well, and our stretch magic here is translucent, so it's not a big deal for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to thread these and then 2 bicones. So in between you can add spacer beads, you can add just beads, you can add seed beads. I chose to add these bicone crystals. So, and also the number of beads in between every finding here is also totally dependent on you. So if you come like this, it's very close. So I'm thinking of 3, and I'm checking how good this looks. You can add 4 if you want. It's a stringing project. It's basically stretch magic and easy stringing, but the result will look really good because of the findings. And I will leave down in the description box below for you guys the link to purchase this findings from nbeats.com. nbeats.com was generous enough to send me this stuff. They gave me a budget to work with, and I chose all the products that I wanted to buy. So now I have added 4. Now is the time to add one more finding. Oops. There we go. That's it basically. we are just stringing beads in between. And as I said, you can use spacer beads if you want, you can use gemstones if you want. The only thing is those needs to be having a big enough hole for this 1mm stretch magic to go through. You can also use a 0.8mm stretch magic if you want to. I wouldn't say 0.5, it's very thin in my opinion. It's just my opinion, but if you double it up, that's awesome. Because we have this gap in the finding to hide our knots, I am not concerned. I'm not much concerned about the doubling it up so that the knot is thinner and hiding it that way. As I said, this is a 4mm bicone. I felt like I tried 6mm beads. That was a little bit wider for this finding as such, so that's the reason why I chose to add 4mm here. See, if I add it this way, it doesn't work. So you need to add the findings, the side which is perfect, so that everything is on the same side. And then add 4 more beads. And then let's see how much this is. See, this is only 5, probably 6, so we need to increase the number of beads in between this. So I have 3, 6, 7 findings, so I need to increase the beads in between. So I finished stringing 5 beads in between these findings, and if you can check from here to here, it's almost 7 inches. That's what we want. And if your size wrist size is a little bit more or less, you can actually reduce this or increase the number of beads as per your wrist size. So I have cut another piece, and you need a bead stopper just like this so that your beads don't fall off. So I want you to pre-stretch this stretch cord just like that. Couple of times go like this, because all stretch cords needs to be pre-stretched before we use it in a project. So I'm just going to measure the same amount, and here I'm going to pre-stretch again just like that. Just pull it and stretch it a little bit, that way it will increase the length of it as well. So now you are ready to add your beads, but first the piece that you cut, you put a bead stopper at the end, okay, and then start adding 5 beads. Four and 5. Okay, then go through this second loops in the finding. So this is the end of that. Take a bead stopper and then put it here as well so that this doesn't fall, so everything is nice and secure. You don't have to worry. So this is what it is. Okay, and then pick up another 5 beads, put it in your stretch cord. I like to use bicones because it has nice and big enough hole for you to put the stretch magic inside. 4 and 5, and then go through the next 2 loops in the finding. So now this is how your bracelet looks so far. This is the back side of it, and we are going to add more beads to it, and then I'll continue finishing this and I will come back. I finished stringing all the beads, and then this is what it looks like. So here I'm going to just cut this cord where this one ends, and then basically what I'm going to do here is just going to remove this one by one, not both at the time. Stretch this and pull this out a little bit because I want equal space on both sides. Okay, and then keep this right here. Do the same for this as well. Okay, now we have it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put the stopper on one strand and take this other strand and basically take one unit off, okay, and put my cord through just one loop, not the 2 loops, just the one loop, and take this cord like that and get the other side of the same strand and put it here and see if it is the same strand, otherwise that will be a joke. Okay, now I just put this here. Okay, so this is one strand which has this. Okay, basically this is the other strand which doesn't have it, so that's perfect. Now we shall string the cords into the loop like that. Okay, and then pull it tight and go ahead and tie a knot, a basic overhand knot, right over left and left over right, and just tie it and stretch. And now same, the right over left and going through the loop once and then twice. That's a surgeon's knot. So, and then just tighten that surgeon's knot a bit, and I shall do one more surgeon's knot, right over left, and go through the loop once and go through the loop twice, and then stretch and give that thing a stretch as well. Now we have other 2 stoppers that we need to bring it here. Okay, so I'm working with the innermost like part of the bracelet. Take these off, okay, and pull this one up a little bit because we just want it to go through just one hole, and then keep it right there and put the other cord through the other hole. Then we're going to do the same thing. So stretch it a bit, and now take these 2 cords right over left, and first I'm putting a general knot, okay, and then I'm going through the loop once and then twice. Stretch, then once and then twice. Stretch. That's it. So now our 2 knots are done, as you can see right here, And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my glue and put a generous dab of glue on the knot. Okay, if you can get to the other side of the knot as well, just put some glue and then let it dry. Once it's 24 hours or so, you're good to go. You can snip off the excess cords. Right now I wouldn't snip, then I would snip off the excess cord and the bracelet will be good to use. So this is the pretty bracelet with nbeads.com findings. So pretty, I really like it a lot. And that's it, your bracelet is nice and ready. I hope you guys like this video. If you do, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, don't forget to hit the bell icon for notification. I do upload videos almost every day, actually 4 videos a week and 1 live. Bye, thanks so much for watching, have a good day. Last but not least, I have a coupon code for especially my subscribers, you guys, on nbeads.com. I will leave down in the description box below the coupon code that you can use to buy it.